in the Discord server, Gio was asking me for a job on the Howard Stern show. Okay.
which we straightened out. You're like, which we straightened out. So Howard Stern is out of it now. We already established Howard Stern.
You sent me your resume. I said, send me your resume. This was a month ago. This is like a month ago he first asked me. So I said, send me your resume. So I was hoping on the resume would be some things that were somewhat related, to comedy or writing or producing or TV, anything related. Because if there was something like that, like if you worked on Fallon or Kimmel, I could send them that resume and you'd have a shot. But there was nothing.
I have better than that. I have 16 years of experience on the Howard Stern show, and Tony can back up my answer.
How do you have 16 years on the Howard Stern show?
16 years of experience listening to the Howard Stern show.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. This is how I know he's delusional.
That's better than writing on Fallon.
In that case, Kimmel. I have a movie
Howard
career.
Stern experience, baby, and that's what counts. And
oh my goodness, this proves your delusions. You just proved it for me.
How quick I answered all of his questions. You've probably never seen anything like
that.
So
you have 16 years of experience on the Howard Stern show. That's how your reality exists.
No, not on the show.
Howard doesn't know who the fuck you are, buddy.
Not on the show. Not on the show.
Wait, one second. Gio. You're saying because you've been listening to the Howard Stern show for 16 years, you should be
better
working
than any writer anywhere. Correct. That's right. And that's what got me banned on Reddit when I called you originally. That's what got me banned on Reddit. But they were like, Benji's around here, Elisa's around here. That's originally how I found you. That's why I was like, can you play my call for Benji? You know what I mean?
But do you realize that like 30 million people also have that experience?
Have what experience?
Like listening to the Howard Stern show?
Yeah, but no, I understood, but they didn't listen to it the way I did, day and night for 16 years. I have over 20 hours of experience in the show.
Okay, so is that what you want someone to say? Like if I were to, email or Benji or somebody.
Do you believe in the 10,000 hour rule?
Not for a listener.
You're very like a self-help and like positive person. Do you believe in the 10,000 hour rule?
No, but you were a listener for 10,000 hours. You didn't write for 10,000 hours or produce for 10,000 hours or even be 10,000 hours on air.
Listening to his show is what qualifies me. And no one has listened as extensively and intensely as I have day and night. I could recite the show from front to back. And ask your friend Tony how quick I was and flawless I was. He's probably never saw anything like it and won't, because no one is like me when it comes to Howard Stern. And that's it.
Okay, so just one question. Okay, so if Howard is watching right now, which is a possibility, what would you say to him? Like, talk to Howard, tell him why he should hire you.
I just said, if he believes in the 10,000 hour rule, I'd probably doubled or tripled that rule. Okay, so my experience with the show is flawless, second to none, better than any writer you'll find in Harvard and this and that. A1.
Okay.
Like, listen, dude, if you honestly think that you're listening to Howard for 30 years or however long qualifies you, you don't know what other people have done. You just said, nobody could listen like I could.
I haven't had a life. I don't have a life.
It proves my delusion. It proves that you're fucking delusional.
Listens to the show like me. Trust me.
Absolutely.
No one's as big of a loser like me that have listened.
I can agree with that. Nobody is as big of a
night.
Loser like you.
And I'll face anyone, anytime about anything.
Elisa, I'm starting to feel bad because I don't think he's mentally well, and I've been going ham on him. So I'm just going to back off a little bit.
I know you've been going ham.
He's being weird, and he's also like just.
But when it comes to Howard, I get passionate. When it comes to Howard, I'm passionate.
But for you to say you're qualified more than anybody in the world to work with Howard because you listen to him, just like Elisa said 30 million people have for 30 years, it's delusional,
they listen when they're in their car or on their way home.
It's delusional.
Listen
completely. And another thing, you have to be funny to be on Howard Stern's show. You have never made me laugh once. You're always very weird and awkward. You're not funny. I'm sorry.
This is kind of funny.
I'm not a comedian.
This is the funniest thing he's ever done.
This is funny.
I'm not a comedian.
Well, it's a comedy show, buddy. That makes you not qualified if you're not funny. The funniest thing you've ever done is argue with me, and it's funny because you're so fucking delusional. I'm sorry.
I don't do this though. Like I don't
You don't
cam
even
up.
cam up. Do you think that anybody's going to buy into anything you're saying when you're too afraid to show
Who
your
cares?
face?
I've cammed up so many times. I'm on Wendy's stream for 10 hours. I cammed up. How much more
I've
cam
never
do you
seen you
want?
on her stream at all. I've
I
only
was
seen you
on
on
her
cam
stream
when
for
you
10
talked to
hours
Bob.
cammed up. Thank
But
you.
yeah, if you were a caller, I think, in addition to listening and being a caller, that would give you sort of more qualifications.
Right, exactly. Like Benji was a caller. I believe
Okay, but
Shuli
let
was
me
a caller. Sal was a caller.
I can ask that. There were a caller. Yes, Sal. The game is different now. The game is different now. Howard has his
you
things.
have even less of a chance now.
Yeah,
even less.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
even less.
Okay.
But Howard has his things that he goes through during the show. He doesn't want to be in his thought process, doesn't want to be interrupted. It's hard for, by the time I hear it, Howard has moved on. So he's not going to pick up on my call. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but like you have to do something. Like they don't just hire people that they don't know, that they never heard of, that
I've
they
been
aren't in
emailing them for years on Reddit for years. My stuff
But you got kicked off Reddit.
Yeah, because they don't know, they don't know what they're doing. And I told that to Howard. I emailed Beth and I was like, your husband is running shit the wrong way. Because if you ban me, I had questions. Listen, as a 16-year listener, we have genuine questions. We've committed, we have a lot invested into this show. We have genuine questions, from the past, from the future, on Howard's take on it. You know what I mean? We have genuine, passionate questions that we have. So I asked that on Reddit. They didn't like it, so they banned me.
So do you have bit ideas that you could submit?
I just go, I work off the cuff.
So you have no idea.
I'm not a worker. I'm not a comedy guy.
You're not a worker?
No, I'm a worker, but I'm not in comedy,
But you know that it's comedy. That's what it is.
Of course I do. Of course I do. And I have better experience on that show than anyone. Besides, the big three, Howard, Gary, everyone that's there.
So you think you're more qualified than anyone else because you listen harder, even though you're not a worker and you're not in comedy.
Correct.
Okay.
They want to know about us. They're